Now let me say a little piece on Bishop Grant. This is Kai Mills' observation of Bishop Grant. Don't know him, but what I know of him, he's not electable. Bishop Grant couldn't keep the church together, couldn't keep his marriages together. What I know about him, he's very abusive towards women. And if this the case, if this the Bishop Grant that had many wives because of his abuse towards women, he is not electable. And another reason why he's not electable, because he opened his mouth like an ignorant man. He didn't open his mouth like he got no emote, like he got any God. See, God say, we can lead people like Bishop Grant to believe that they're doing well. But every time they open their mouth, they put their foot in their mouth. When Bishop Grant said that he ain't gonna help nobody, he ain't buying this, he ain't buying that, and he broke. His pocket is shallow. Last time I checked, if the PLP is paying attention, they're supposed to do an investigation on him right away. Because if Bishop Grant is bankrupt, he can't run. He can't help himself. How could he help anybody else? And a lot of these pastors believe that they could do well, better serving these parties than they could do serving God. The devil is a liar, and they're just dumb as hell. If you are in tune with God, and you as a worshiper of God, how then can Bishop Grant, how that lost Pintard is a loss. The FNM couldn't win one seat. And they can show that, you can show that right down in Bimini. Can't win one seat with Grant. The thing about West End and Bimini, when you get out, don't even call Bishop Grant no bishop, man. Take that title from him. He's a disgrace to being a bishop. That you're gonna leave the church to go worship Pintard, dumbass Menace, and treasonous Euban. Euban them didn't like this country so much that they was working for the American government against this country while he's in the House Assembly. That show you how much Hubert like him. And then Hubert, who's advising the PLP, he's also the advisor of the FNM. Hubert said to them not to contest the seat. That show you who Hubert is. He went back home to the PLP. But these FNM and Copistan ain't recognize it. Every move Hubert make, it's towards strengthening the PLP. Ah, boy. But Bishop Grant, a waste of ink. West End, Bimini, just a little over 2 years ago, you had 5-headed monsters call themselves FNM members of parliament. One of them was in charge of the treasury, the minister of finance. His name was Tynecrest. And with 5 members of parliament elected by Grandmama West End and Bimini for West End constituency, they were the government. 5 fools. Because they did nothing. That's why I call them fools. They're ignorant. They had the government. They had all the seats. What did they do after the hurricane? I know what that dumbass Menace and Darren did in Abaco. Drive around like a bunch of girls and did diddly squat. Same thing they did in West End and Bimini. God bless. Bimini had no hurricane. Trying to think of that idiot that was in charge of the DRA. Only person benefited under the F&M and Grand Bahama and West End is Kay Forbes Smith. Where she is with a white wig. Is Kay Forbes Smith on the ground trying to spend some of that money that she robbed from the DRA? Where the hell is Kay Forbes Smith? I see her up on stage with a white hair. We're looking for her. We're looking for her in Abaco. But there's no reason to vote F&M for Lost Bishop. The man that can't keep his church in order, can't keep his house in water. Ask him why he had so much divorce. I need to call the wife and find out if he beaten her. Because he liked to beat people. He liked to beat women. That same Bishop Grant. I wonder if he's still doing that shit. Bishop Grant needs Jesus. You don't need to vote for Bishop Grant because you had 5 and the F&M was the government. And the 5 fools saying did nothing for Freeport, Grand Bahama, West End, East End, Bimini, Abaco. Nothing those weightless, good-for-nothing F&M did but lock us up and stick people with that poison needle. No reason to raise your finger to vote for no bishop. What God stop talking to. God don't want him, and man don't want him. Only person selected with Pentad with the ignorant self. I'll show you how smart Pentad is. All the hell the PLP doing, we ain't heard nothing from Pentad and the rest of them Samba conch that you got down there for Grand Bahama call themselves F&M. There's a bunch of zeros. You need to get all them F&Ms out of there. Revamp all of them. They ain't doing nothing. I still cares. I doing more than them. I talking about how weightless they are.